teacher, and I will be taking basic aids on computer science, and today we will be looking at the computer software. Now, what is a software? A software can also be called a program, and is a series of instructions that tells the computer what to do and how to do it. In other words, it is a collection of programs, procedures, and documentations that perform difficult tasks or different tasks on a computer system. Now, as you can see on the screen with me, the different types of software. We have two types of software, and they are the system software and the application software. Now, what is the system software? As you can see on the screen, this is a system, and it shows us how the software operates in the computer. Now, the system software consists of the program that controls and maintains the operation of the computer and its devices. It serves as the interface between the user, the application software, and the computer hardware. They are programs that enhance the performance operation of the computer. Now we have the types of system software. They are basically four types of system software. The first, we have the operating system. The second, we have the language translator. The third, we have the utility. And the fourth, we have the device driver. Now, from the ones we've listed out so far, we have the first one, which is the operating system. Now, what is the operating system? Now, the operating system is the system of the computer that works with the computer from the activities which comes in between the programs that coordinate the activities among the computer hardware devices, and it contains instructions and allows users to run application software. As you can see on the screen, we have the different types of operating software. Now, when the user starts the computer, portions of the operating system load into the memory from the computer hard disk, and it remains in memory while the computer is on. The operating system provides a means for users to communicate with other software. Like what you are seeing now are examples of the operating system. We have the Microsoft Linux operating system, we have the Windows OS, we have the Linux, we have the Unix, we have the Zenith, we have the Ubuntu, the Novell Network, we have the Mac OS, we have the Symbian OS, we have the Palm OS, and also have the Java OS. Now, like the second one is the language translator. Like each and every one of us seated here, we are given birth to by our mother, and our mother, we speak the language of our mother because that is what we understand. Now, the computer manufacturer or designer, after manufacturing the computer, comes up with a language which he understands and uses it in designing the computer, and it is embedded on it. Now, that language is what the computer understands, and basically the computer language is the binary language, which is the 0 and 1. Now, for us who are the users of the computer, we would need to translate this language, which we understand, from our own to the language which the computer understands. That is where the conversion of this language translator comes in. Now, if you look at the language translator, it is divided, or it is shaped into two parts. We have the source code, where it is translated to an object code. We have examples of translators. One of the examples we have here is the compiler. The second one is the interpreter, and the third one is the assembler. Now, what is a compiler? The compiler is a language translator which is used to convert programs written in high-level language all at once to low-level language. For any language which is being used by a computer, it is first of all interpreted or translated into the low-level language which the computer understands, and that language is the binary language, which is 0 and 1. We also have the interpreter, which is used to convert the programs in the high-level language to the low-level language. We also have the assembler, which is a language translator, and it is used to translate a program written in assembly language to machine language code. If you can see the chart on the board, where on the screen where we have the language translator, this language translator is divided into 3 parts. And the first part is the assembler, the second is the compiler, and the third is the interpreter. And lastly, we have the utility. What is a utility? It's a kind of system software that is designed to help analyze, configure, optimize, and maintain the computer. A single place of a utility software is usually called a utility or a tool. They are used for general housekeeping functions of the computer, such as repairing the computer, copying, sorting files, etc. Now, we have examples of the utility. What are these examples? We have the Norton utility, we have the antivirus, we have the standards, and we have the Windows Explorer. We also have the device driver. These are examples from what we have on the board, are examples of the utilities, which are things that can be used in repairing the computer software where there is need. We also have the device driver. And what is a device driver? It's a computer program that operates or controls a particular type of device that is attached to a computer. And a driver provides a software interface to hardware devices, enabling operating systems and other computer programs to access hardware functions without needing to know precise details of the hardware being used. Like you can see now, from what we have on the screen is an example of a hardware, the user operating the computer and how some of these activities are being operated upon. We also have, like I mentioned earlier, we have the system software, and the second type of software is the application software. And what is the application software? The software where, in simple terms, like in our phones, we use the app that are being downloaded either from Play Store, like the Facebook app, the YouTube, the WhatsApp. Those are examples of those application software that can be downloaded into our system or into our phones. And it consists of different classes. We have the user application program and we have the application packages. So what are this type of application software? We have the word processing software. We have the spreadsheet software, database management software, presentation software, graphic software, communication software, and multimedia software. As you can see on the screen, it's a table showing how the software is being designed. Like we mentioned, we have the software which is divided into two different parts. The first one is the system software and the second one is the application software. Now, under the application software, you have the operating system, you have the device driver, you have the translator, and you have the utilities. While under the application software, you have the application package and you have the user programs. Then under the translators, we have the computer, the compiler, we have the interpreter, and we have the assembler. Then under the application software, the package, we have the Microsoft Word and the Microsoft Excel, which we are familiar with when it comes to using our Microsoft Word documents that can be downloaded from our app in our activities. So with this, I come to the end of today's class, and we'll have some few questions. If there are more others we need to ask, we can always do, but we are always open to answering your questions whenever you call upon us. Thank you.